Davis versus Frank Martin. This is my prediction. Truth be told, I'm actually looking forward more to the undercard fight between Gvozdyk and David Benavidez than I am to this fight. And that's no disrespect to Gervonta Davis. I think he's a tremendous fighter and I really enjoy watching him fight. I just would maybe like to see him in there with slightly tougher competition. I haven't seen every Frank Martin fight, but from what I have seen, I think Gervonta Davis will deal with him relatively easily. I do think his style of fighting can be a style that would give Gervonta Davis problems, because I think the worst style to have against Gervonta Davis is an overly pressure fighting, swinging for the fences sort of style, because if you do that, you end up like Rolly Romero. And to a lesser degree, you end up like Ryan Garcia. So I think those guys who come forward and apply a lot of pressure, unless they've got the chin of Pitbull Cruz, they're probably going to get knocked out, because Gervonta Davis is a phenomenal counterpuncher. When he fought Ryan Garcia in that second round, Ryan Garcia really came out aggressively, was swinging the left hook like wild, and Gervonta Davis just went under it and countered him with an overhand left beautifully. And it really changed the whole trajectory of the fight, because after that point, Ryan Garcia never came through with the same energy. His punch output went down, and that suited Gervonta Davis. If I had to create a fighter to beat Gervonta Davis, it would be a guy who is on the back foot, who isn't going to come at him and give him countering opportunities, and is also going to make him work in moments that he doesn't want to. The problem with that is when you try to increase the punch output with Gervonta Davis, you just give him more opportunities to counter you. And then when he does counter you, he either knocks you out or he puts you back in your place. So getting to Frank Martin, I think Frank Martin may have a few good rounds early in this fight, but I don't think he's going to be able to sustain it. I've seen him and I think he is a little bit weak to the body, and Gervonta Davis is a tremendous body puncher. He knocked out Ryan Garcia with a body shot and also knocked out Mario Barrios with a body shot, or at least the body shot led to the knockout. I'm not sure about Frank Martin's chin, if I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know if he's been down before or if they've seen him seriously hurt. But whatever his chin is, we're going to find out how good it is against Gervonta Davis. Now, if Frank Martin can take this fight deep, I do think he may do better in those later rounds. But I just don't think he's going to make it there. And even in the case that he makes it to 12 rounds and it's relatively a close fight, it's very difficult that Gervonta Davis is going to lose a decision in a close fight, because he's the A side, he brings in all the money. You're not going to beat Gervonta Davis by the skin of your teeth and then the judges are going to give you the decision. So if I were betting on this fight, I would strongly go with Gervonta Davis, and I'd probably go with knockout. In my opinion, I think he gets it done between round 5 and round 7. Although I'm not that sure on how good of a fighter Frank Martin is, if I'm going to be honest. You know, maybe he comes in here and he surprises me. Maybe he flips the script. And if he does, I'll be surprised. But I'll also be intrigued to see it unravel. But yeah, hopefully Gervonta after this fight steps in with a little bit better competition. Don't get it twisted. I think Gervonta Davis is a phenomenal fighter, and I love watching him fight. I think his counter-punching ability is one of the best I've ever seen. I mean, the way he sets a guy up and lands the clean counter-punch is something I've just not seen in a very long time. And I mean, the counter shot he landed on Leo Santa Cruz, I mean, that uppercut that rendered Leo Santa Cruz flat is one of the best one-punch knockouts of recent years. So yeah, love watching Gervonta Davis fight. Hopefully, we see him in the fights that we want to see him in the future. And I think he should get past Frank Martin. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Catch you guys next time.